Good morning, everyone. This is John Macaluso here at the 13 News Studio. Just want to share with you this shot right now from Mount Bigelow. Look at all those clouds. It's a beautiful shot, beautiful, cool day here in southern Arizona, and pretty much no matter where you're at. Let's take a look at a couple of the stories happening here in our area, beginning, of course, with the Tour de Tucson. It happened yesterday, the 40th anniversary of the event. Plenty of riders and wet roads yesterday morning, but it was a fun, packed event with plenty of people on the roadways. Tour de Tucson is one of the coolest events here in town. Plenty of people on their bikes. I think it's something that I might look into trying to do next year. They also had a 5K, and that was a first, I think, for the for Tour de Tucson. So that is pretty cool. Of course, one of the other big things happening is was the University of Arizona football game hosted Utah here yesterday. Let's take a look at some of that footage. Arizona was able to win that game 42-18. It was a pretty dominant win all the way throughout. In fact, the Wildcats put on 21 points in the first quarter, which is pretty wild. It's their most points in any quarter against Pac-12 competition since 2022. So it's been about a year since that's happened. Also, it's Arizona's first time having, or most wins rather, since going 10-4 back in 2014. And on top of that, a 5 straight game win streak against conference opponents, and it was the first time it's done that since 1998. Up next, they've got a date with rival Arizona State coming up. Let's take a quick look outside here in Marana. Now, earlier this morning, we had plenty of fog up here. It was pretty thick. You couldn't see about 30 feet ahead of you. Now it's cleared up a little bit, and you can expect conditions to kind of stay this way throughout the day. Humidity relatively high this morning, but you can expect that to kind of taper off as the day goes on. Right now, 56 degrees here in Tucson, 54 in Safford, Marana at 59 degrees and 55 there in Bisbee. Let's take a look at our daily planner. 71 degrees by about 3 p.m. We're going to hit 72, which is our expected high today, at about that 3 p.m., 4 p.m. mark. Then we're going to cool off to about 65 degrees by about 6 p.m. Current satellite and radar, we've got a little bit of cloud coverage, but you can expect today to be mostly sunny throughout the day. Not really expecting any precipitation at all for the remainder of the weekend and even into next week, and we'll be taking a closer look at that here in a little bit. Here's a look at some other high temperatures in our area. Not only will it be 72 here in Tucson, it'll be 72 in Green Valley, Oro Valley, Marana, Casa Grande, 70 degrees in Ajo, 69 in Sassabee and Nogada, 66 up there in Wilcox, Douglas at 71 degrees, Benson and Sierra Vista, Tombstone as well, all going to be 67 degrees today. Let's take a quick look at the week ahead. Right now, we're seeing some low pressure here in the Tucson area, and that's why we're seeing temperatures just slightly below average. Normal for this time of the year is about 74 degrees. Right now, we're expecting 72 as the high today. Tomorrow, looking like it's going to be even cooler than that at about 68 degrees. And you can see there on the left side of your screen, you can see that high pressure. We're expecting that to kind of move into our area. Now, people think high pressure here, they expect, warmer temperatures, and it will warm up a little bit, but not too bad. I mean, we're expecting mid to high 70s, which is technically above average temperatures for this time of the year, but it's nothing too bad. And that high pressure is going to leave our area because of a trough that's starting to form, and it'll lower temperatures by the end of next week. So let's go ahead and take a look at that 7-day forecast so we can see what kind of temperatures we're expecting. 72 today, 68 tomorrow, and then you can see those temperatures kind of go up as that ridge of high pressure starts to kind of move eastward through our area. 75 degrees on Wednesday, 77 on Thursday. Then we're going to have that trough kind of come into our area, bring us back down to the low 70s. One thing to keep in mind is we're going to be pretty chilly in the morning and in the evening. Overnight, early morning lows, they're going to sit in the mid to high 40s, which means you're probably going to want to wear a sweater if you're going to be outside during that time. Well, thanks for joining me this morning. We'll, of course, have a normal newscast today at 5:30, and we'll continue to keep an eye on some of these systems that could affect temperatures here in our area. But until then, have a happy Sunday. We'll catch you next time.